Alright, you guys really seem to like the SMG version of this video, and some of y'all were asking us to do this for like every weapon class, and since these lists will essentially be evergreen because this is the last update of the game, let's freaking rip it, dude. Today, we got sniper rifles. Now, there's actually quite a lot of sniper rifles to go over and talk about, so I'm going to try and go through a lot of these rapid fire style. Some of these have really good perk pulls that I'll throw up, others are kind of like niche, but that's why we have honorable mention. So let's start it off with the good old Tatara Gaze. It has a meme roll of Discord and redirection, and this is on an aggressive frame sniper rifle. If you are going to do a meme roll, do it on an aggressive frame. You'll get the most bang for your buck, highest damage numbers you'll see with this type of goofy roll. Redirection will proc up that stacks, and you'll get refunded ammo while Discord is up. Interesting, but a meme roll. I really wanted to put Alone as a God here in the honorable mention. It's such a cool aura weapon with its name, and it's just, especially its shiny variant, but a simple rewind rounds with kinetic tremors or rewind rounds with aggregate charge could be, you know, just serviceable. Although there isn't other weapons that do what this weapon does, so it doesn't have too much raw, unique value going for it. It's kind of just one of those run-of-the-mill, standard, decent, nothing crazy, nothing special sniper rifles, but its shiny is definitely the coolest out of any of the snipers on this list. The King Thistle does have a meme roll of its own of triple tap and 4 times the charm, although it's an aggressive frame sniper rifle, so I don't know if you're going to be using a sniper rifle of this frame in that manner, but I wanted to mention it. The something something has the same meme roll as the Tatara Gaze, but it has accelerated assault, which is an order trait that just gives it 7% more damage, you know, worth mentioning. Critical Anomaly, the Salvation's Edge sniper rifle, has an interesting perk combo with chill clip and mega kill clip, which is a new perk. This weapon has always had a pretty interesting just perk pull in general, and being that it is an aggressive frame, you could get some value out of the double clip rolls. You're not going to be using this thing to like fire to damage phase necessarily. You mainly use this to take high heavy majors or break high damage crit points for tormentors or something of that matter. But I really just wanted to mention this because it does have a really cool double clip roll of chill clip and mega kill clip. No other sniper rifle is going to be having that roll. Just, you know, got to point that out. Now let's actually go ahead and talk about our main snipers. The first one that I want to talk about is a new sniper rifle that we have, and it's essentially a legendary new land, at least in terms of the looks, but it is the Helmsman. This drops from the Crucible, so that sucks, but it does have something like elemental honing in the 4th column and explosive payload in the 3rd column. It is a high impact frame, which is its own like special type of frame. Generally, we just have rapid fires, adaptives, which are the worst, and aggressive frames. This is kind of just a very raw and unique style of weapon, and it also does have gear shift. Although I haven't played around too much with gear shift, I don't know what the max damage increase is for this perk. Regardless, I have to mention the sniper rifle, legendary new land, definitely has something going for it. Next up, we have the new and improved Naeem's Lance. This is the Warlord's Ruin Strand rapid fire frame sniper rifle. Honestly, this thing has a dang good perk pool. In the 3rd column, you have rewind rounds and reconstruction, and then you have elemental honing, cascade point, precision instrument, mega kill clip in the 4th column. Relatively respectable perk pool in general. I will say the origin trait for the Warlord's weapons are not really all that good. There might be a very small select niche scenario where it's good, but destroying vehicles and constructs or breaking a target's shields grants this weapon additional reload speed. Like, come on, bro, like we can do better. Of course, we do have to mention the Refurbished A499, as this is the heavy sniper. The thing with this sniper rifle is the only damage perk you care about is aggregate charge. The 3rd column's relatively irrelevant, maybe outside of like no distractions, so you reduce your flinch. But then what's more important is the 2nd column, as you really want flare to magwell for that extra reload speed. If you can get fluted in column 1, you will be looking good. Flared and aggregate charge though, especially if you get a shiny with accelerated assault, you will be chilling. Next up, we do have another new sniper rifle, one of its own category per se, because the Conspiracy Honed is a blaster, and as we know, blasters have a just inherently higher base damage than any other sniper frame or any other frame for their respective weapon class in general. And this is kind of similar to the Refurbished in terms of you really do want a second column perk to really help this weapon out. That is, of course, going to be Ionized Heatsink. This is going to improve how long you can fire the weapon before you have to basically let it cool down and overheat it. Of course, there is a tech in which you can essentially knack with it, where you can like shoot, reload, something along those lines to get a lot more shots out of it than you would in general just by firing it normally, because you're constantly technically re-triggering its cooling effect and you're just shooting it again, aka you're knacking. Regardless, this is from the Equilibrium and it is a double damage roll. You definitely want to get Vorpal and Firing Line. Bait and Switch looks cool on paper, but it's kind of unironically a bait perk in this scenario, because most times you're going to use this weapon is going to be after you dump your heavy, right? Like I know most people kind of like dumping Truth and dump this. You can't proc Bait and Switch if you have no heavy ammo, right? Trust me, Vorpal weapon, Ionized Heatsink, and Firing Line will do you wonders. Overall, very, very good weapon. Briefly mention the good old Lance Ephemeral from Desert Perpetual. If you are someone who has access to a raid team, or someone that does raids, this is a sniper I would recommend at least looking into. It does have just a strong rapid fire frame strand weapon with reround rounds, 4 times the charm in the 3rd column, and then mainly just elemental honing in that 4th column. Regardless though, gotta at least give it a quick mention and pay some respect to it. But this next one is a very heavy hitter in the meta, especially after this update. I'm looking at you, good old Praedyth Revenge. Yes, the Vault of Glass sniper rifle has some pretty devious cooking in its arsenal. Here's the thing, this is the only sniper with the Times Lost Origin trait. The Times Lost Origin trait, basically when you cast your super, the weapon's magazine size doubles and reloads from reserves. Basically, you can shoot this weapon fully, cast your super, and then you'll double your magazine and fully refill it. The reason why that's important is because this is a rapid fire frame sniper rifle that gets aggregate charge in the 3rd column. And you can pair it with elemental honing, precision instrument, frenzy. Ideally though, aggregate charge and elemental honing. A very disgusting sniper rifle actually puts it on par with Conspiracy Honed in terms of just raw damage output, but this is not a blaster weapon, so there's no need to worry about having to do a tech or having to cool it down. You just pop it, super, pop, 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 pop. You just unleash, just let it rain, let it ride, let those bullets freaking fly, my man. Probably the weapon I would put on the highest priority of this entire video is the new age Time Lost Praedyth Revenge. Freaking disgusting weapon, mainly because of its origin trait. Time Lost magazine origin trait, one of the best in the entire game. Next we have the Omniscent Eye with 4 times the charm and elemental honing. Simple, good solar, outfire frame, sniper rifle. We'll take that in this day and age. Give me that. And then last but not least, I've saved what I like to call our good old reliable tried and true. I have the Supremacy, as the Supremacy is just a overall very strong sniper rifle for so many different types of situations. It's a very, very versatile weapon. It has perk pulls and combos for any scenario you would want. First of all, it has rewind rounds in the 4th column, in the 3rd column, and then 4 times the charm in the 4th column. This allows for this specific roll on this weapon to be an infinite dump, aka you could fire off all of your entire reserves worth of shots without ever having to reload with this roll. Relatively respectable if you are just going for a raw dumping in any given scenario. Maybe you're using Anarchy, whatever it may be, bro. Just something worth mentioning and relatively fun. However, a raw, just sheer workhorse roll, as I would call it, is lead from gold and kinetic trimmers. Enhanced kinetic trimmers on a rapid fire frame sniper rifle is going to proc in 2 shots, which is going to be very, very good. It allows this weapon to actually have some pretty strong ad clearing capabilities, even on a sniper rifle, which is something you generally just don't use a sniper rifle for. But this being a rapid fire frame, it's going to get like deeper ammo reserves, and it's going to proc kinetic trimmers in 2 shots, meaning if there's any group of ads, especially in content which you are under leveled in and against enemies that can actually live those 2 sniper shots, it'll pop the kinetic trimmers and it'll do damage to that entire group around you. Just overall, this weapon has been very, very good since it got its pattern all the way back in, like, I think it was what, season 21? Was it Season of the Deep? Something like that, dude. 2023. It does now have the new perk worth mentioning, Lucky Shot. Reloading after a precision final blow causes precision hits to refill a round from reserves for an improved duration. Maybe not the best perk, but I do want to mention that it does have at least, some new perks to it. But I'm telling you, raw workhorse roll, lead from gold for just much consistent ammo efficiency and uptime, especially if you have high weapon stat, you'll probably never run out of ammo. And then kinetic tremors, just a very good splash perk, especially on this weapon. It procs very, very quickly, and overall just a very, very strong sniper rifle. If you don't have the pattern for this weapon already, I highly recommend you go out and get it. It's a last wish weapon, pretty easy to get. There's quite a few chests you could hit for free in that raid. Wish wall be darned. Regardless, this thing is very, very good. Wouldn't put it as high on the priority list as the Praedyth Revenge, but it's still up there in terms of its raw potential and sheer versatility across any given situation you may be in. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions if I missed a sniper rifle, overrated one, and of course comment down which class of weapons you would want to see next, and do consider checking out the Twitch channel. Y'all have a great day. Do be safe, consider subscribing. See your beautiful faces in the next one. Adios.